Bucs offense is back out there on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He's moving out of the pocket. Catch made on the right side. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making effort.
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And the Gamecocks will bring their punt team on the field now. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Extending the play now. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle, but first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Now it's 2nd down here. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. He's swarmed by the defense. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Can he get there on the ground? The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly. You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running out of time in the pocket. And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack. Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long. And the Bulldogs bring their punt team onto the field.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Boy, what an... This defensive line, and if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're gonna...
A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. And here's the handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. They flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. The Dogs come up to the line in a hurry-up. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the quarterback keeps it here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one didn't get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 38. Second down.
They'll use the ground game here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the returner is brought down. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Great move in the open field. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Running through the tackle.
There are a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Important second down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a second interception today.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And they'll run the draw. Keeper for the first down and more. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. Pass caught, second down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Gamecocks will crank up the tempo. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. They bring the heat and get it behind the line.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A much-needed score, Kirk, trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight to try to get themselves back into this game.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
South Carolina.
First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Movement here from the tight end. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
The back's got it on the pitch. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Out of bounds at the 27. And a first down for the offense.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Finds just enough space and makes the first down. No huddle here for the offense. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
First and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. That completion makes it second and medium.
Brings up second down.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And the pass is complete to the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to begin the second half.
Number 18, set to kick this one.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. It's a draw to the back. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. The Dogs come to the line in a hurry up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Dogs. To stretch the lead, the route is on. All the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And the PAT is good. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Keeping it on the ground here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Looks to the left, pass caught. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. And they pick up the first down as the fullback becomes involved as a playmaker, a guy we usually see throwing blocks.
Yeah, this guy actually played running back in high school. He got a little bit bigger. They moved him to fullback. You can see the athletic ability that still displays. And you're right, he's a physical guy, known for his blocking. But with that background, you can see the damage he can do to a defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting blown at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And they'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, how about that? Another call and another bad result for this offense. Kind of a microcosm of how this entire football game has gone. They're just trying to bleed that clock and get out of here. Nothing working at all.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Quick throw to the left side. Finds the receiver wide open. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Gamecocks line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they tack on the extra point.
South Carolina, 14.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. In the clear at the 25. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
That's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Receiver in motion now. The back's got it. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it go quickly. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got it, but they convert on 4th down. And the drive keeps going. Dogs come to the line to run the hurry-up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds an open target on the left side. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Bulldogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Knocking on the door, offense now in the red zone.
He's got it near the end zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. And look at this result, some positive yards.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Oh, they've got him behind the line. It's a tackle for loss to wrap up the 3rd quarter.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 35, South Carolina 14.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Touchdown, Bulldogs. stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, I'm surprised here, but it worked out. 4th down and goal, quarterback sneak. The offensive line got low, got a good push to give him just enough room to get into the end zone.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back grabs it on a screen. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful.
Oh, the sack was made there by the freshman.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down. Do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense has 6 points. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Play action here on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. He's going to pull it down and run. The ball is loose. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score Georgia 49, South Carolina 21.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And your Georgia Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's hit 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
Back's got it again. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Third down play for this offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Dogs. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, not right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Continues to fight for yards. Breaks loose at the 40. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. First down, looking to throw the ball. And that one's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? At the 30 now. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wow, what a play. A defensive score.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. They'll work the clock here with the running game. He stopped just short of that first down marker. Inches away from it. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Touchdown, Georgia. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Same tailback, another carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Hey, there's the execution. It's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offensive coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
First down for the offense.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Caught in the flat by the running back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
By the back. Brought down on the play. That's a 19-yard line.
There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football if you walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.